Excuse me? We'll do the state of the town into the other meeting, I'll do that at the end, in the beginning.
Don't ask me.
Save the
Oh,
time.
there it is right here, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, see right here.
I see it, I see it. All right, so typically this meeting is at 7 o'clock. But one time every year, the organizational meeting is at 5 o'clock, then 6 o'clock, and then depending on when we get through it, we continue, and it's been advertised that we continue from the organizational meeting to the regular and audit board meeting. So this is that meeting.
Correct.
Presently, we'd like to remember those who have passed in recent weeks. Edward Eddie Porter Jr., James R. Brown, George M. Soka Sr., Linda Lee Cooch, Bernard E. Antel, Sandra J. Simpson, Rohan Bob Kowal, again, we'll do a roll call. Mr. Brown?
Here.
Paul?
Here.
Mike?
Present.
Cassie?
Here.
And 5-member board is present. Fire exits are to be this door right here. Don't use the elevator or the stairs. Correspondence. So what we're going to do now is a state of the town message. Some of the town business that was done in 2021. So the town board in 2021, we had 2 other board members, that Roger Buckwalter and Mr. TJ Briggs. I'd like to recognize them as part of this message, as being part of the 5-member board. We came into that 2021, into the 21, with a purpose in mind, to serve the residents and taxpayers by working together, sharing each other's strengths, in an effort to move the town forward. This management style brings organizational skills, sets milestones, requires the ability to listen, multitask, and work under pressure to get results. Today, we're 21 plus months into the COVID-19 pandemic, and presently we are at levels equal to last year's highest number of cases. We're presently today at about 338 cases confirmed in the town of Wawarsing. The Ulster County Executive's Office has in recent weeks provided COVID rapid tests to the town of Wawarsing and the village of Ellenville for our residents, which have been distributed through each municipality's buildings. This is an initiative to stem the COVID virus throughout the holiday season. That's what it was planned and executed for. Please don't come to the village or town hall if you are sick. Go to your healthcare provider. We still have some of those kits here, and we ask that people do that, okay? The town of Wawarsing has continued to provide essential services in every department in 2021, despite the pandemic. Town meetings were held for a period of time through solely Zoom meetings by order of the state of New York, until open meetings were allowed. To date, open meetings are combined with Zoom and YouTube access. And I'd like to thank councilpersons Paul Tezzolino and Cassie Spohr for providing these services. We've improved our technological improvements last year in a big way. The Wawarsing Youth Commission operated this past summer, but not to the extent of pre-pandemic numbers. In the past, at the height, prior to the pandemic, I think we serviced about 325 kids during the summertime. This past summer, it was open. We had a number of people, but it may have been 200 something around that number. They use the Ellenville and Kerhonkson pools are open for the summer programs and the Barracudas in Kerhonkson. It's important to note that there was a 0% increase in the tax levy for the second year in a row. The New York State AIM, or monies or aid to municipalities from the state, was $45,000, just like it was the year before, which is actually the same. And the town assessor's report, I have a little bit of reading here. Try to make it a little bit quick. So the 2021 year-end report for the assessor was deeds and property transfers. In 21, they processed approximately 319 arm-length sales. Does not include foreclosures, transfers to trust, life estates, etc. Sales verification letters were sent to the new owners of commercial properties and to some residential owners. Exemptions. Exemption renewal forms were mailed, processed, and letters of approval or denial were mailed to each property owner. As the filing deadline approached, phone calls were made to property owners to remind them to renew their exemptions. Renee and Stacy do a good job of that. Over 350 exemptions were processed. Tax certiorari's. 3 tax certiorari's were filed for the 2021 assessment roll. We were able to stipulate on one of the filings. The other 2 certifications are open. Small claims, we had 3 small claims filed, and meaning Renee, prepared comparable sale information for each. Their hearings were held virtually. We were able to stipulate on all 3 claims. Tax bill information, Renee's office receives calls regarding county and town tax amounts. It would be most helpful if this information was available online. Paul?
Yes.
No,
I actually have a plan for that. If you
Yes.
remind me later in the month, I'll tell you.
Yep, we're working on it.
We were working on it.
okay. That was a good time to do that. Currently, Ellenville School and Village of Ellenville have their bills online, but the town does not. Having that information available to the public would reduce the amount of time we spend answering questions. If there are questions regarding payment of taxes, they are referred to the town tax collector. And
There she is.
Robin's in the audience. Hello, Robin. Data collection. A data collector is needed in the office for at least 2 days a week. At last count, the town of Wawarsing, including the village, has 6,478 parcels. According to the IAAO standards, a town with the number of parcels should have at least 3 full-time employees. There's a lot of construction taking place, and field work is very time-consuming. On the more complex parcels, it helps to have a second person to carry out the work fast and accurately. Especially Renee Olsen. And there is a lot of things going on with the Neville or the Cresta Labs, which are huge projects, but with the pandemic, there's been a lot of bad things from the pandemic health-wise, but it's brought people from different parts of the country or state, and it is something that we have to deal with as a community, as a town, with the village itself, as a county, and it could be a good thing tax-wise and for community development. So that's that. Robin's numbers. I believe the tax warrant was $8,744,721.47 to $8,673,014.70, or a decrease of $66,706.
That's the town portion.
Yes, thank you, Robin. That's the town portion. Now, the county portion was $6,419,058.10, and it is $6,163,625.11, or a $255,431 increase. But Robin and I were talking today, and you had mentioned that the actual tax for the town residents actually was very good. It went slightly down.
Slightly down, yep.
So that's very, very, very good. And thank Robin for compiling this information. It's good for the taxpayers. The Highway Department, County Secretary Colleen prepared a report, 21 summary of the road work, ditching, Burham Road, Caston Road, Camp Road, Grandview Avenue, Brown Road, Caston Road, Kerhunk's Old Greenville Road, Brooks Drive, Irish Cape Road, Lackawack Hill, Dow Road, Stevens Road, and Divine Road. Bucket trucks are our tree crews. We have 2 of them presently. We cut dead trees and limbs on the following roads: Steam Hollow, Camp Road, Brown Road, South Hill Road, Grandview Avenue, Mountaindale Road, Lundy Road, Joshua Road, Cutler Road, Phil Martin Road, Fordmore, Black Joe Road, Shift Road, Neville Road, Rockhaven Road, Oak Ridge Road, and Burham Road. Thanks to the Highway Department. Rail trail, we cut dead trees and limbs and brush. Libman Park, we cut down dead trees, limbs, and paved the parking lot, the Highway Department. Culverts replaced: Burham Road, 1, Lackawack Road, 1, Oak Ridge Road, 15 culverts replaced. Dow Road, 2, Oak Ridge Road, Old Oak Greenville Road, 1, Sam's Point, 1, Mill Road, 1, Birch Hill Road, 1, South Hill Road, 4, Fordmore Road, 1, and Weezer Road, 1. Catch basins replaced: Weezer Road, 1, Vista Maria, and Chrysler, 1. Paving and chipping and sealing: Winters Road, Weezer Road. There's a very big list, a little bit too long to write, but I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a lot. 30 or 40, it looks like 30 some roads. So, Fentank Hill Cemetery. Multiple large dead trees and limbs taken down with bucket trucks, and a large section of the road was paved. 294 ton, type 6 top. Mowing with 2 tractors, regular and arm mower, hot patching, constant cleaning of culverts, ditches, and catch basins. Steam Hollow Road and Briggs Street Extension culverts had beaver issues there and had to be cleared out numerous times. Sweeping roads in the spring and leaf blowing all the roads in the fall. So I'd like to thank everyone that works for the Highway Department, because when you think about it, you're just driving on the road and you expect it to be done the right way, and it is. So, but it's not as easy as everybody thinks, especially with the disease in some of the trees that we have for the last few years. So again, thanks to the folks at the Highway Department. The transfer station is known countywide by the Ulster County Resource Recovery Agency. I've talked to the members down there many times over the years, and they absolutely tell me every time, and it's a very, very well-run drop-off station for our residents in the town of Wawarsing. Our employees are to be commended for their dedication to serving our community. Just a topic for a second about Libman Park was fully operational in 2021 with their soccer league, playground areas, and kudos go out to the Renegade Bike Club for the maintenance of our 16 miles of mountain track, single track mountain bike trails. The environmental report is under the leadership of Jack Griffo, who is multi-talented in the town of Washington, on the zoning board and on the environmental board, and he was on the zoning committee. So he really has fairly a short report. He monitored and coordinated the drinking water source protection plans being done by the New York State Rural Water. The plans for the Wawarsing and Napanock water districts were completed last year. Plans for the Houck district and the rural parts of the town will hopefully be completed in 2022. So Steve Winkley, who works with the New York Rural Water, is doing a free study for the town of Wawarsing, and he's going to be looking at and finding all the aquifers in the town, in the whole town, which is a fantastic situation for a lot of reasons. Continued participating in Riverkeeper's water quality sampling program. In May, we joined the River Sweep program and hauled tons of trash from the New York State DOT area known as the Slide down before Houck. Continued to participate in the Climate Smart Community program, which is the DEP program. We signed on to that, which, since the town board took the Climate Smart pledge December 2019, a task force and coordinator had been appointed. This month, the task force will be applying for 154 points towards the bronze level certification, which, if attained, will increase the town's eligibility for future grants. So that's one of the reasons we're interested in the environment, and we joined the community, Climate Smart community, and by participating and doing things, we get points which lead to grants. Participated in the Ulster County Environmental Management Council, continued to promote and lobby for the conservation of Colony Farm as open space, worked with the Town, Village, Parks, and Recreation Commission, participated in the Roundout Creek Watershed Alliance to monitor and improve the health of the Roundout Creek, promoted a beautification plan for the routes 209 and 4455 intersection prepared by Jamie Larson. So that's that report. And let's see. The court delivered their the Court of Special Sessions. Our court is under the administration of the Court of Administration in Albany. So pursuant to the Uniform Justice Act 2019, it's the duty of every justice to present his or her record of court docket at least once a year, which they have done. And between Judge Dishon and Wayne Lonstein, they reported to the New York State Comptroller for the year of 2021, $301,584.33. Let's see. Now comes the long time, the water and sewer stuff.
Oh, I live in drinking water and sewer.
Can we get coffee?
I drank mine.
Okay. So, Paul and Cassie are involved with the water and sewer, and as everyone knows, we'll be completing the Wawarsing Water District, which is being paid by the New York City DEP, which is to the tune of at least $20 million. And last year in 2021, in November, the town board approved new ordinances that govern all the existing water sewer districts in any new district that will be developed. So what we did is we basically combined Napanock, Houck, and Wawarsing. We didn't combine them. We wrote identical.
We wrote a single ordinance that's going to cover.
Yeah, single ordinance for all three water districts.
Right. So we
It's
did.
uniform.
So we did combine.
It's uniform, and before there were some differences and a little confusion.
Okay, thanks, Bill. 2021, Town of Wawarsing introduced Water Department's new meter audit policy to determine why specific meters were not sending messages, not sending readings. This will continue in the new year. Sometimes the antenna is blocked and sometimes the meter is broke. It needs to be replaced. Houck Water District completed the water line replacement project in 2021, which took a couple years, but that hadn't been done in 40 or 50 years. And it was approximately $8 million, and about 2.2 of it was from the taxpayers, and the rest was grants through our guru, Mr. Mark Lauer, grant writer. Houck Sewer District. A new clarifier will be installed in the spring of this year. The reed bed will be removed and sludge press purchased with a CDBG grant that we were awarded in December. Again, kudos go out to Mark Lauer, that was $961,000 for that rebid. Carlo Drive continues to have ongoing pump issues. We will be looking to possibly redesign the station in 2022. Albanic Sewer District. Thanks go out to New York State Department of Corrections for starting the $10 million upgrade to the sewer plant. And actually, I believe about 87% of that district is paid by the Department of Corrections, which includes everybody that lives in Albanic, not just the correction facilities, which is a very, very good situation for the residents there. The Wawarsing Water District that we've created is a 480,000 gallon water tank that's erected, completed on the garage property above where the salt shed is. It looks great. It was Aquastore, company tank who we have worked with very well over the years. National Water Main Cleaning Company has completed the lining of sewer pipe and almost finished with the manhole repair and replacement. We're looking to purchase a backup generator.
No, we already did that. It's just in place now. Before, we purchased it and it's in place.
Right. Thanks. Lateral side road contracts in this Wawarsing Water District were awarded to Grant Street Construction, Rutledge Construction, and the third is to be awarded by the end of January. It's about, let's see, service connections will be bid out before the end of January. 130 residents have signed their temporary licenses to allow contractors to connect their homes to the water district. Roughly 60 or more residents have declined or have not signed their temporary licenses. The town hall, let's go. I'm going to skip this. The New York Wawarsing Water District, funded by DEP, let me see. Okay, didn't mention that district actually is reaching 280 properties and it's 8 miles of water distribution lines and services. And I'd like to thank again both Tozzolino and Cassie Spohr for their hard work and involvement during the project, and everybody else that's included in town hall that's involved directly with it. And Chazen Engineers, Bill Kyer, our lawyer. We have weekly meetings for this project with the DEP and Chazen Engineering, and it's been quite an experience moving this along in the way that we move along. We're on schedule, and a lot of times these things don't come and get done on schedule. So I'd like to thank Bellamy Construction, H. Ulster Construction, and others that have participated. It's an 8-phase program.
Our first 8 contracts have been bid out, which with the completion of the transmission lines and beginning of the Stephen Bradley treatment plant, that takes us up to bid 8, and then the connections, service connections will be added on to that. I think we have 3 more contracts that will be going out for service connections in the new year.
Right, I mentioned here and put it in here. I can't wait to see the completed Stephen F. Bradley filtration plant, which is being constructed just before you go over the bridge if you're going to on Institution Road towards Eastern Correctional or Ulster and Burn Road. A big thank you to our longtime grant writer, Mark Lauer, who has been the reason that the town of Wawarsing has been awarded over $20 million, which will allow our town water and sewer facilities to be well-running facilities for generations to come. A CDBG grant 2019, SDI&I reduction will be completed by January 15th. USDA Kerhansen Water Project was completed in 2021. USDA Kerhansen Sewer District Redundant Treatment System in design for the bidding out in 2022. CDBG 2021 Kerhansen Sewer District Mechanical Sludge Press approved in December of 21. Again, for the 3rd time I believe, a big thank you to the grant writer Mark Lauer, and he just does an incredible job. So I'd like to thank all of the employees that work for the town of Wawarsing in the town hall, in the accounting office, and the highway department, water sewer, our appointed environmental committees, historical committees, planning board, zoning board. They go unnoticed a lot of times, and they should be recognized as doing a great job. So at that point, I'll finish with the state of the town. And we're